What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check it out, man. Hey, you're not growing on YouTube. You're being tested. Yeah, I can relate to that in a lot of ways. And right after this intro, we're going to talk about it. Let's check it out.
Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos, earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up.
Click on the link below. Sign up for my 4 free videos, man. That's where you start at right there. Once you watch the 4 free videos, you can sign up for a clarity call. Our clarity call, you would talk directly with me. Either on the phone, FaceTime, Zoom, or whatever. Let's buckle down and see what exactly it is that you're trying to do. I'm Uncle Mike. I have grown 4 YouTube channels. One of my channels got, 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers. The other one has 67,000 subscribers. And my biggest channel has over 509,000 subscribers. I have 2 videos that have reached over 1 million views. I guess that makes me qualified. Hey, what I'm trying to do with this channel is something completely different. Now, I could go over to one of my channels and say, hey, y'all, do me a favor. I'm starting a new channel and blow it up. No, I'm trying to see who seriously are doing research and want to learn how to do YouTube the right way. The YouTube growth formula is something I put together, and it's actually real simple because the number one thing you need to do to grow anything is feed it. I don't care if you're growing a baby or a plant. I don't care what it is you're growing, right? The number one thing you need is to feed it. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, social media. You need to feed it content. So your first system needs to be something where you can drop videos. These guys are saying you can drop videos at least 2 a week. Man, go home, man. You ain't trying to grow no channel. My system teaches you and train you how to drop 1 video every day, period. And I'm not saying you got to come in here and record videos every day. You can take some days off. Like tomorrow, I'm going to New York tomorrow. I'm going to show some footage and everything of me going to New York. I went to the Bahamas. There's some days I just don't come down here. Why? Because we have, we don't have now. At one particular time, we had over 200 videos waiting to be released on the channel. One day on our anniversary, we dropped 24 videos. 1 hour, we celebrate. 1 hour on every hour, we drop 24 videos. If you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, you have to get clarity. Stop guessing. This stuff right here they talking about, man, I'm just I sit back and bite my tongue and everything. And I'm not saying that none of their ideas will work. But imagine you got 10 people who made it and got a plaque, got a YouTube plaque. 10 people got YouTube plaques, right? But they all took a different avenue. But now they putting up ideas to everybody. And you got a year video from each person. You confused like I don't know what, man. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, but check this out. You're not growing on YouTube. You're being tested. One of the things that I think that new YouTubers don't understand that you put up 1 or 2 videos. So the whole week, YouTube is trying to test them 2 videos. I don't know what to do with these, right? But imagine if you put a system together and now they testing 1 video every day. Bam. 1 video about popcorn. Bam. The next video, next day, popcorn. Next day, popcorn. Next day, popcorn. Your category. Oh, he's a popcorn lover. Then your niche starts to be recognized through the YouTube algorithm. So everybody who likes popcorn, YouTube knows to send it to them. But if you only put 2 videos up in 7 days, they know it ain't do good, so it's just gonna sit there. Why my channel ain't growing? Because you're not feeding the algorithm enough. That's why. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check it out.
Here's what's happening. There's definitely a new reality that many people on YouTube are feeling right now. And some of it has to do with the massive number of options people have in today's world. But most of it are things you can control. It's not that you have to post more videos. However, you do need to make videos that actually trigger something so much that people not only watch longer, they want more and go on to interact. Because what I'm seeing, YouTube does not care if someone clicks your thumbnail and watches your video for whatever percentage of time. Now, these are very important, but what's mattering more is, was the person glad they did? And that manifests itself in an entirely different way with a completely different outcome. This is what's separating the top 5% of channels that are growing fast from everyone else. And there's a reason for it. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what it is. If your channel feels slow right now, if it feels harder than it's ever been, and by the way, I've felt this too, it might not be because your skills aren't there. It's maybe because your skills need an evolution. See, it's likely you're making videos that are baseline. They're average. They're not videos that go above and beyond what someone's hoping to get. And this is because the table stakes have changed. Stay with me on this, because what I'm about to show you is how to speed up your channel without uploading more or focusing on the wrong things or without so much of the frustration that I'm seeing right now. In my last couple videos, I talked about the valley of death. In both business and YouTube, this is a thing you have to survive. The conditioning period, the slow phase, the nothing's happening phase. And here's what most do while they're in it. They panic. I need to post more. Maybe my niche is wrong, or nobody likes me. But here's the uncomfortable truth. So many times it's not more uploads or trending topics or better editing. It's something even deeper. It's a state, something the viewer needs to feel, called satisfaction. And that's where the playbook has changed, and a lot of people didn't notice. It's why videos that 2 years ago would have gotten 300 views now sit there at 47, and it's frustrating a lot of creators right now. Let me use my favorite analogy, Netflix. There's a difference between consuming a show on Netflix and really enjoying a show on Netflix. How many times have you gone to Netflix and scrolled the thumbnails for like 10 minutes to pick something that you end up watching? And sure, you're following along, you're understanding the plot, but you're not necessarily engaged. You might finish the first episode, but you never go back and click on that title ever again. Now, think about if you click on a thumbnail and within 3 minutes you're pulled into the plot, you're identifying with the main characters, and you not only watch the entire first episode, you watch the next one right after that and go on to watch all 3 seasons. It was the same activity, but a completely different experience. YouTube works the same way. Just like Netflix, it looks at user engagement and then decides how to present that content to more viewers. Did they click on the thumbnail? Did they watch more than one episode? Did they rewatch an episode? Did they watch each episode all the way through? See, those signals measure satisfaction. It's how they know which shows to put in the top 10. And for those of us in the YouTube world, satisfaction equals acceleration and you grow faster. Yet, the problem I see all the time, someone will upload a video and check the views every 2 hours, then come up with a reason why it did or did not perform, and then leave it at that and move on to their next video. No system, no review process, no refinement. That's not strategy. That's not going to put you on the fast track. That's just pulling the slot machine hoping to get lucky. And here's the part that might surprise you. Most channels I look at are not growing because they need more uploads. They're not growing because the videos aren't creating enough behavior signal. I mean, think about The Last Creator or the show on Netflix that made you binge 2 or 3 videos in a row. That's satisfaction, and that's
phase 2. That's true. What he's saying is 100% true, but that's phase 1. See what the problem is. Here's the problem. You're not talking to the beginner. You're not talking to the person that's like, you're just telling them that you got to satisfy the viewer. Okay, how? Oh, that's what you get in the YouTube course. You have to satisfy the viewer and keep their attention. I teach that. You have to format your video. In the beginning, I say this, that, and the third, and right before I transition, you say this. Then when you transition out, you say that. And then you come to a close and you say this. all this have to be while you doing your one video a day. You should be able to put up 14 to 15 videos in 3 days. Schedule those. Take a day off. Stuff like that. That way you can start focusing on your show. You gotta focus on a show. I'll call you back. Here we go.
That's what the algorithms are pushing. So when
This is
people make
phase 2.
content that viewers just tolerate, they don't get rewarded with fast growth. Let me show you how to improve this with your channel. Every video you upload should go through a post-upload review. I usually give this about 3 days, and you're
Okay.
not making decisions based on anything other than 3 feedbacks, and they're easy to see in your YouTube studio. Number 1, click-through rate. This is the percentage of people who saw your thumbnail and then chose to click on it, just like the Netflix home screen. If it's below the standard 5% benchmark, your packaging isn't creating enough curiosity. Not your content, your packaging, your title, your thumbnail. Because remember, in today's world, viewers are making decisions in a microsecond. Shorts, Reels, TikTok, everything has microwaved their brain. They need to feel something right away or they scroll. Number 2, first 30 seconds retention. This is where satisfaction is measured. Go to your videos graph. See where the people drop off. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. That's where they decided this isn't worth it. And most of the time, your viewers didn't judge your content. They judged your clarity, your conviction, your energy. And right or wrong, they judged you. Number 3, average view duration. Here's where most people can get misled. High watch time does not equal satisfaction. Someone can watch your entire 15-minute video on their third screen at double speed, half listening while they're talking on the phone. And sure, the watch time looks good, but the viewer only tolerated your content. They didn't necessarily engage. But if someone watches for like 95% of the video, writes a comment, likes it, and then clicks your next video, that's satisfaction. And you know which one YouTube is going to push, the second one. I've seen this many times on my other channel, 2 similar videos. One is 13 minutes, one is like 8 minutes. One was retention edited, the other was more organic. The longer one had better watch time, but the shorter one with less editing got double the comments and 3 times the likes and way more subscribers. YouTube ended up pushing the shorter one way more because people didn't just watch it. It moved them. They stayed in the moment and engaged at a deeper level. So this
Okay.
is super important for your channel. You don't need to go and overhaul everything at once, but you do need to fix one of these friction points, just one. Pick one and make it a priority on your next upload, because this is where channel growth happens. Not when you double your uploads or start talking faster or change your editing, but when you tighten the feedback loops around how people are reacting to your videos, the satisfaction that they're experiencing. Think of it this way. Every upload is like opening night at a restaurant. YouTube is the customer walking in. They don't care how long you've been in business. They don't care how many 5-star reviews you have. They don't even care how nice your website looks. They get their food, and in the first 10 or 30 or 60 seconds, they decide if it's worth it. And if they don't like it, they don't complain. They just leave and never come back. By the way, if you're ready to evolve in your YouTube journey, I talk about the exact steps in my YouTube growth guide, which is a perfect
A YouTube growth guide. Everybody teaching YouTube, man. That's crazy. All right, I'm a I thought it was at the end. I'm sorry, y'all.
not your safety net anymore. Those days are over. More
Here we go. Wait a minute.
free. The link is below. Now, here's something I'm seeing that's proving a point right now.
Okay.
Subscriber count is not your safety net anymore. Those
Nope.
days are over. More than anything, viewers want clarity, consistency, and something that makes them interact. And for everyone watching this with a small channel, this is great news because it's leveled the playing field. YouTube is giving you the same advantages as channels with way bigger followings. It's judging your content on the merits of the content itself. And today, you don't need permission, you need precision. Let me give you something to think about, and I hope it motivates you. If 100 people see your video and 5 click, that's a 5% CTR. If 6 people click, that doesn't sound like a big difference, like you only gained 1%. But in going from 5 to 6, you gain 20% more people watching your video. Same impressions, way more traffic. And when your retention improves, that compounds across everything else. You don't need to go go viral. You need continuous incremental improvement. And that should be your focus moving forward on every single upload. 1% more clarity, 1% better packaging, 1% more intention around your brand promise. Because in a world where AI has raised the baseline, where everyone has the same advantage, what was good only last year is average now. AI can write a great script, build a nice thumbnail, and even do the video editing. It does all these things that used to take like 10 hours in about 30 minutes. This is the starting line now. But the only thing AI can't replicate is your unique perspective and personality, your lived experiences, your conviction, your presence, your opinions. I mean, think about if your next video wasn't a video. What if it was a transcript that someone read? Would anyone know that it was you, or could it have been anyone? And see, that's the new separator. That's your advantage moving forward. And by the way, AI is a great tool, but don't overuse it. Have it create your framework and hooks and arcs. But remember, it's still you talking to another human being, just as if you were sitting at a coffee shop. So let me break this down, because this is what so many people don't realize. If your channel feels slow, it's probably because your skills development is slower than your viewers' expectation. Not because the algorithm is rigged or YouTube favors the big channels. It's because the bar is raised. The minimum standards have increased. Just like Netflix, when you go back and watch a show from 15 years ago, it seems slow, like they're taking forever to get to the point. And that's because the viewer has changed. They decide in a matter of seconds now if something is worth it. And that's uncomfortable. And I know it's frustrating, but it's also amazing because skills are controllable. They can be learned and improved. And if you want to speed up your channel's growth right now, here's what I'd say. Create differently, not more often, but better. Before you hit record, ask yourself, what did my last video teach me? Was my hook too vague? Did my energy fluctuate? Or did I over-explain something? Am I saying the same thing as everyone else in my niche? And
Woo! Over-explaining. I see that on a lot of people's videos. They trying their best, write down what you're about to explain. Put it in 1 or 2 sentences and get off of it. Move to the next point. A lot of people don't do that.
Bring that awareness into your next script and recording and presence. Lock it in from the very first second. Practice your pacing and presentation skills because viewers have millions of options to choose from and they're being more purposeful. And the standard to earn that choice, well, it's exponentially increased. You don't need a fake energy and you don't need to force a personality that's not you. You don't need to turn into someone else on camera, but you do need to show up with intention. So if your channel feels slow, that doesn't mean that it's failing. It means that it's teaching you. And if you're learning, you're accelerating, you're evolving. So don't get caught in the trap I see a lot. People say, I need to make more videos, but that doesn't always accomplish the goal. Because without the right strategy and knowing exactly where you want to take your viewers, you're just expending resources. And when you move this way, the overall quality for the viewer drops. Scripts don't connect together, and the review process gets ignored. Your feedback loop widens. See, a wider loop is slower growth. A tighter loop is faster growth. YouTube rewards refinement, and YouTube helps those who help it in return. Hey, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you. You're building something and you have what it takes. And builders, they don't gamble. They have a blueprint and a vision of where they want to go. They plan and they build foundation and then they keep on improving. The channels that win the long game aren't the ones that upload the most or chase trends. They're the ones who start with a solid strategy, a target persona, a value statement, brand pillars, and then continuously evolve their skills. So on your next upload, think about your channel like Netflix. Don't ask, how many views did I get? Ask, did people enjoy my show? Did they get attached to the plot and connect to the main character? Did I bring them in right away? Because tolerance doesn't grow channels. Satisfaction does. And if every video teaches you something, your channel will speed up predictably and inevitably you'll start seeing real growth and building momentum. Thank you for staying longer than 60 seconds. And I recommend you watch this one next.
Oh, I like the way he did it. I should do that. See, I should do it like that. The next video you should watch. Hey, check this out. I think that it's so much that can go into making the video, but you're a beginner, you're learning. And I really think that a lot of these people just pushing all this stuff down your throat, and then what comes out is garbage. Learn one thing at a time. Learn how to get used to making your videos at least 10 minutes or longer. That's the first thing I would do. His video is 13 minutes. That's the threshold. We actually study and practice this. That's the threshold of is you in a different category as far as the algorithm. Anything 10 minutes or under is probably 9 minutes and under something. But 10 minutes or more, your video should be. Now, according to what you edit and put B-roll in and all that type of stuff, will help you reach that turn a 7-minute video with 3 minutes of B-roll. Stuff like that. But you gotta learn all this, man. All this not gonna happen if you only put up 2 videos a week. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, I should use my toes too, right? It ain't gonna work. 8 months, you gave up because you're not feeding the algorithm enough. Y'all watch this video right here if you want to see 1,000 subscribers. That video that's over there, that one right there. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Shh. Peace out.